All right. 3, 4. I got something, y'all, in my bones. Make me want to shout hallelujah. And I want to sing on. Oh, sing on. Oh, yeah, yeah. Lift every voice and sing. Till it in heaven ring with the harmony. Oh, liberty. Let our rejoice and rise high. Loud as the roaring sea.
Sing a song full of the faith that the darkness has taught us.
Oh, Lord. All right.
Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought.
Hey, hey. Hey. The new day begun. Let us march on till victory won. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought us thus far, oh, along the way, thou who hast by thy might led us into the light, keep us forever, oh, in the past we pray.
Bless our feet straight from the places of God where we met thee.
My Lord, my God,
Bless our hearts drunk with the wine of the world we forget.
make it good. True to our God and true to our native land.
Salute, salute, salute. One more time for the tribe. One more time for the ancestors, the late great Ray Charles. He just told y'all, true to our native land. Let's run it back.
And true to our land, true to our God, and true to our native land.
One more time for my noggers in the back rolling up they J.
And true to our God, and true to our native land.
Salute. Hit that like. Subscribe to the channel. Yeah, the Naga. The Naga national anthem. The Naga got his own national anthem. Salute. And I'm Blackjack, this house of masculinity. Yeah. True to our God, true to our native land. Salute. Shalom. All praises to the Most High. Salute to the tribe.
Amen to that.
Peace to everybody out there subscribing and watching the channel tonight. And tonight.
As an Expedia member,
And
you get
tonight.
a discount.
We talking to free Negroes in Virginia, proven to be Native Americans.
You big dummy.
Like our godfather Ray Charles just told y'all, true to our native land. Once again, I'm Blackjack. You know, if anybody that don't know me, if you new here, hit that subscribe right now. Hit that like also. Share this video to every Naga you know. Because we keep it real over here. We don't talk nothing but truth. You know what I'm saying? We don't bow down to the synagogue of Satan. We always ready to drop that straight raw in the bitch, y'all.
Biatch.
Salute. We won't hold our tongue. One house masculinity, we make content for the real straight masculine men, but everybody else welcome. As long as you mind your manners. Hey, but peace to the tribe, though. Peace to all the children of Israel, you know. Hey, I want to let y'all know, though, the free Negroes in Virginia were proven to be Native Americans. Yeah, I know everybody always talking about it. Man, y'all ain't no Native Americans. Y'all ain't
You
this.
big dummy.
Y'all ain't that. Y'all from Africa. You know what I'm saying? But we know better over here. We know much better over here because we study real history. We don't play no games. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but we're gonna talk about these free Negroes in Virginia that were proven to be Native Americans, like our great grandfather Ray Charles just told you, true to our native land. But yeah, let's dig into it. Let's dig right on into it. I got an article that I want to start off with tonight, and you know, like I said, a lot of people get this stuff twisted, man, but we can just read the records, we can look at the images, and it speak for itself, you know what I'm saying? We ain't even got to play with these people, you know what I'm saying? We ain't got to let them disrespect us. We ain't even got to deal with them. I ain't talking to nobody but Monagas, but anybody else listening, like I say, you're welcome to listening. You're welcome to listen. Don't you mind your manners. We don't need no $5 Indians coming up in here with their little dolls roll, talking about who they is.
You big dummy.
You know what I'm saying? We'll let the tribe make change with your bitch ass. Salute. We know you a hijack identity thief. But let's start off with this Native Heritage Project. Yeah, this Native Heritage Project, and this here, you know, cause we bringing receipts, man. These is receipts. Native Heritage Project. This is online. These are receipts, though, man. You know, cause they records. And let's read about it. The Norfolk County, Virginia Indians on 1851 Free Negro Register. Salute.
You big dummy.
Yeah. Cause we just told y'all in the title of the night show that the free Negroes in Virginia were proven to be Native Americans. Well, here you go. Here go an article right here about it. The Norfolk County, Virginia Indians on the 1851 Free Negro Register. In Norfolk County, Virginia court on January 29th, 1833. Ooh, we talking about 190 years ago. On the motion of Mr. Murdoch, resolved that the Committee of Courts of Justice be instructed to inquire into the expediency of authorizing the county courts to grant certifications to the descendants of Indians and other persons of so-called mixed blood.
You big dummy.
You know, they claiming, you know, that Indian dog, that Naga, they want to say you mixed Naga. They say okay, let's get back to reading. To grant certification to the descendants of Indians and other persons of mixed bloods who are not free Negroes or mulattoes. Oh, so long as you ain't a Naga or mulatto, in like manner as certification of freedom are granted to free Negroes and mulattoes, with certification shall exempt such persons from the penalties enforced against free Negroes and mulattoes. A lot of trick language here, right?
You big dummy.
See, man, these folks always trying to use legalese and all this bullshit on the Naga. But that's all right. We got time. We got time, you know. When they come with that bullshit, all they do is just motivate a Naga to dissect it slow. That's what we gonna do. We're gonna break it down slow. You know, they want to come with the little fancy language thinking they fooling somebody. No, they ain't fooling us. They ain't fooling us one bit. Let's get back to it. They said that the Committee for Courts of Justice be instructed to inquire into the expediency of authorizing the county courts to grant certificates to the descendants of Indians and other persons of mixed bloods who wasn't niggas or mulattoes in like manner as certificates of freedom are granted to the free Nagas and mulattoes, with certificates shall exempt such persons from the penalties enforced against free Nagas and mulattoes. A lot of weird language there, right? That's all right, though. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to keep it pushing. That weird language. Trying to fool Nagas, huh? This practice remained in force in Norfolk County until 1850, at which time Indians were included in the register of free Negroes and mulattoes, with the notation that they were Indians, and were excluded from paying the tax placed upon free Negroes and mulattoes in order to fund reparations to Africa. repatriation to Africa.
You big dummy.
Well, it's getting dark, y'all. It's getting dark, though. This real history, salute. They say the practice remained in force in Norfolk County until 1850, at which time Indians, Native Americans, Native Nagas, were included in the register of free Negroes and mulattoes, with the notation that they were Indians, though, and were included from paying the tax placed upon the free Negroes and mulattoes in order to fund repatriation to Africa. Understandably, the American Indians, the East Indians and Gypsies had no interest in going back to Africa. Salute.
You big dummy.
Yeah, you know, like we were reading the other day. Your great granddad and them told them, man, we ain't going back to no motherfucking Africa. Y'all got us fucked up. Yeah, we just had read something about that not that long ago. But yeah, you know, to fund the trip back to Africa. For who? For the Naga like I been here, bitch. Let's go back to this, man. It's getting deep, y'all. It's dark over here, y'all. In 1851, Norfolk County Free Negro Register. Indians, Native Nagas on the Negro Register, right? Native niggas, these Native Nagas, niggas. Say you put you nigga, you go on the nigga register. We're gonna mix you in with the Africans. We don't know who. And we're gonna say you. Matter of fact, we just gonna say you from over there, and we're gonna fund the trip to send all y'all back. But the Naga like, bitch, hell no. I been over here. My great granddaddy come from the chiefdom, bitch. What the fuck I look like going to Africa? That what them Nagas was saying. But anywho, 1599, Samuel Harmon, 25 years, 5'6", Indian complexion. What's that? A Naga? With a small scar near the corner of the right eye from a cut. How free, Indian descent, January 25. All these they on the Negro Register, huh? 1600, Edward Harmon. Yeah, we just read about Mr. Harmon. Indian complexion with a large scar. How free, Indian descent, no tax. Enoch, T. Bass, Enoch, huh? Enoch. I wonder where he get that name.
You big dummy.
Yeah. Indian complexion with several marks of Indian ink on the back of the left hand. Southball Bass, Indian complexion with a scar. Noah Nixon, Indian complexion. All of them know Nagas. They're on the Naga Register, the Free Negro Register, right? You know, you wonder how your ancestors was here since day one, and they got classified as Negroes, like they classify you and I, and colored and mulatto and black, and next thing you know, African American. Well, this is how they slid you. They knew that you was a Native Naga. They put you on the Free Negro Register. Oh, you don't believe me? Let's look at some more. Let's just jump. We're gonna come back to Virginia. But let's jump here real quick. I got a couple things. I'm gonna pull up. I ain't gonna pull up that one. There's something else I wanna pull up. Oh, here we go. We're gonna come home to Florida real quick. So just wanna make a point with this. It's a Native Americans in Jackson County, 1833 census, right? Oh, that's about the same time what we were just reading from in Virginia, right? 1833, 190 years ago, right? What we were just reading. 1833, there you go, January 29, 1833 in Virginia. Okay, we know they call them the Native Nagas, so put them on the Negro Register, African American. All right, so let's go back to Florida in 1833, Native American census. Y'all be digging deep, y'all. Y'all think I won't take this research for no joke? Sometimes we get a hit and miss. Hijack hit us with some bojangle every now and then, like we did the Birmingham niggas yesterday. Turned out to be some KKK paraphernalia.
You big dummy.
But point still made though. Joke always on the Naga, right? Hey, salute the Kyle Inn. Lots of old books and murals on this website of the Indians that were taken to Europe by Columbus. Really amazing site with free information. Facts, my Naga. Facts, salute. Yeah, all the Nagas they took to Europe. Nagas they took to Africa. Nagas they were just taking. You know they had the. You gotta understand. If they want to bring the newcomers, they gotta clear the land. See what I'm saying? They wasn't clearing out Africa. They were clearing out America. They were getting you Nagas here, Nagas there, taking you Nagas everywhere. And the Nagas that were left behind, you getting enslaved. And some Nagas got killed. All right. So we were still in 1833, but now we in Florida, in Jackson County, to be exact. the 1833 Native American census, right? In 1833, the federal government conducted a census of the Native Americans living in villages in what is now Jackson County, Florida. Salute. Jackson County, Florida. Is that pretty close to Jacksonville? You do the math. I already did. Shout out to my niggas in Jacksonville, Florida, Duval County. This important census lists Native Americans reported living in the county at that time with their names, ages, and villages. The list is from the Apprentices of the History of Jackson County, Florida, Volume 1. Jackson County, Jackson County ain't in Duval. Jackson County is I believe Jackson County is closer to Central Florida, but I had to look to be sure. Let's go back to this. I have changed some of the spellings from the original census to better identify the individuals. Oh snap!
You big dummy.
They always trying to change records, right? Well, let's continue to better identify the individuals by their name and or status. In addition, please note that I am not using modern Muskogee. Oh, we know who the Muskogee is, right? I know y'all ain't forgot who the Muskogee is. Like, Chief Silas McKnight, right? Or Silas Jefferson, right? Jefferson. Just around y'all what a Muskogee look like. A Muskogee Indian, a Muskogee chief. Yeah, that's what he looked like. Yeah, chief of the Wind Clan. Right? Chief Silas, right? Naga, salute. Alright, back to this though. We just gotta keep making these points clear. So y'all know who you talking about. In this case, a $5 faker wanna run. He changed some of the spellings. Oh yeah, we know. In addition, please note that he not using modern Muskogee spelling because these individuals were not all Muskogee derivation. Well, we know which ones was. The Nagas, the Native Americans living in Jackson County in 1833 could almost all be considered Creeks, with many were from branches of other than Muskogee. There were a number of Hitchiti and Yuchi, for example, and their pronunciation and spellings were often different than Muskogee. Now check this out, y'all. Let's look at some of these names on this Native American census where it say name, status, wives, children. So first name listed is the head chief, of course. Ikacha Tamiko. You know what I'm saying? I guess I'm saying that right. Salute. I hope I'm saying it right. We got Kusa Hachi. Kusa. Oh, we gotta do a video on the Kusa. I know y'all know about Kusa, where he get his name from. Then you got Hopoi Tustanuki, right? We got Aquilas, Inia, alright, and to continue on. But you know, you can go through this list if you want to. We just on exploresouthernhistory.com. And once again, we're looking at the 1833 Native American census of Jackson County, Florida. And I'm gonna scroll down because I want to point something out. Because don't forget the title of the night's show was the free Negroes in Virginia were proven Native Americans, but now we in Florida, we just making it relate all back to 1833. Now, free Indians on the free Negro records, Negroes proven to be Native Americans, right? Scroll down, look at all these different names, right? But you know, these census takers, they were distinguishing some stuff on these. You know, look at that second chief, head chief. Look at these different chiefs' names, warriors. Look at all these different warriors. Look at some of these warriors. Yahoo, Latihi. See these names. Isaac. Oh snap, Isaac. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They got Hebrew names. Let's throw out Jacob, his son. Look at that, Jacob, his son. You got Samson. Got a lot of Hebrew names up in there. Got, you know, these Nagas. But let's throw down. I want to show y'all something else. Oh, what's this in quotation? Free blacks, quote unquote, free blacks.
You big dummy.
Okay. These must have been some real dark Nagas. You know, we're talking the copper color races. But I guess these real dark ones also got these asterisks by their name, huh? Like Pocheese, the young warrior. like Loaf Chincha, the young warrior, all these little warriors got asterisks by their names, right? Let me show you what that asterisk mean. Yeah, they told you free blacks up here, right? Let me show you what the asterisks mean. They were all blacks. So they want to play games with you with these little. He told you he changed the records up. Let me show you what the asterisks mean. Asterisks. African American. Creek refugee.
You big dummy.
Hey, these people so stupid to where they just play games and lie and tell on themselves. You call the Creek, you call the Muskogee Creek Indian. They're American Naga. You sit here and call them an African American in our face when that term wasn't even around in 1833.
You big dummy.
Salute. Who y'all playing games with? You want to throw asterisks and double asterisks by the Naga? Then you want to throw the Naga off even more to make a Naga think you only got 4 free blacks on here. So what these other Nagas with the asterisks was? African Americans, what, they wasn't free? These warriors, you telling me a warrior wasn't free? All these asterisks and double asterisks, man, come on y'all. Come on y'all. I know everybody's smarter than that, right? Tribe up, salute. That was Florida. But you know, we talking Virginia and how they putting free Negroes proving to be Native Americans. We making all this relate. I want to go back to this Virginia stuff. I want to show y'all something. So yeah, it was all in 1833 too, back in Virginia, with all these and Samuel Harmon and all these other people in 1599. Indian complexions put on the free Negro register. Indian and Negro always the same thing, right? All right. Well, I ain't the only one got to tell you. We can go all the way back here one more time up here to the use of terms in Negro and Black to include persons of Native American ancestry and Anglo North American. Let me scroll back now where I was at though. Let me stroll down. It's something I wanted to show y'all. It's something I wanted to show y'all on this one that's relating to all this. Let me stroll back up. I passed it. Alright, right there. An example from the West Indies is especially illuminating. Very illuminating. In 1764, William Young was sent to St. Vincent as part of the British occupation of that island. Living on St. Vincent were about 3,000 black Caribs or free Negroes.
You big dummy.
About 100 red bones, about 1,000 niggas, Nagas, 3,000 Nagas, about 100 red bones. Or Indians, they always Indians. About 100 light skinned ones, the rest of them were black as fuck. About 3,000 are the Carib Indians, and so 4,000 French and their slaves, according to Young. The British found it difficult to control the Caribs. Yeah, you can't control them Nagas.
You big dummy.
You big motherfucking dummy.
You big dummy.
You big dummy.
You
trying to
big
control
dummy.
the Naga. And they find it difficult to control the Caribs, and wars were fought with them. In 1771 to 1772, the Carib Wars. Look it up. Look how many slaves they got out of the Carib Wars. Nagas and totally they were from Africa after that, right? Totally descendants that, right? And again during 1795 and 1796. During the later crisis, Young wrote an extremely anti-Carib tract designed to prove that the Carib should be removed from St. Kitts. Get these Nagas off the island, you niggas. You picking any niggas, get these motherfucking niggas out of here. They were eventually defeated and some 5,000 were shipped to an island near the coast of Honduras. Honduras Nagas, they done told these Nagas, you Nagas from Africa, you Nagas from Caribs from St. Vincent's. And Young was anxious to prove that the so-called black Caribs were not true aborigines, but were in fact Negro colonists or free Negroes.
You big dummy.
Oh, these knockers with these feathers on, these knockers too damn dark to be American Negro, to be American Indians. You know, he can't be American Indians. These knockers gotta be from somewhere else. These knockers gotta be African colonizers. You mean to tell me these black ass knockers with these bows and arrows and feathers is American Indians? No, it can't be true. That's not what I've been told. This is what this knocker wrote. He said they gotta be from somewhere. He ain't read no real history. He said they gotta be from somewhere else, man. He said they can't be from there. So it's his own ignorance. He said they gotta be like Negro colonists. They can't be Indians. They can't be Native Americans. Yeah. All right, let's keep relating this to these free Negroes of Virginia proven to be Indians, proven to be Native Americans. Colored persons and Indians divine, 1930. These is government records. It's after the fact. It's way after 18. It's 100 years later. I ain't make it up. You know. And colored persons and Indians defined. Look at that. They got to define Nagas and Nagas. Colored persons and Indians defined. Niggas and Negroes. And Negroes and Negroes defined. And blacks and Negroes defined. And Negroes and mulattoes defined. And blacks and blackies defined. And you know, you get the picture. And colored persons and Indians defined from the Code of Virginia in 1930. The General Assembly provides legal definitions of colored persons and Indians. This was one of the three so-called racial integrity laws passed between 1924 and 1930. Y'all study the racial integrity laws. It's telling your history. Study the racial integrity laws. 1924 to 1930 in Virginia, because we know the free Negroes in Virginia were just proven to be Native Americans. They were just proven to be Nagas. And then they making whole statutes to try to prove these Nagas can't be from here. They make whole statutes talking about you got 10% Naga blood, you can't be a Native American now, even though they found you here. They say you gotta be a colonizer from somewhere else. Colored persons and Indians defined. Every person in whom there is ascertainable any Naga blood shall be deemed and taken to be a colored person. Copper color, huh? Colored races, huh? We know.
You big dummy.
Yeah, and don't call him an Indian. Don't call him a Carol. Don't call him none of that shit. The Naga gotta be from somewhere else. He's a nigger. Alright? And every person not colored though. Long as you ain't a color, long as you ain't a Naga, hold on. Every person not a colored person having 1/4 or more of American Indian blood shall be deemed an American Indian. So how can a person who is not a colored person be deemed an American Indian when they told you that the American Indian was the copper color races?
You big dummy.
How can the copper color races, when the very definitions of American Indian was the copper color races found here by Europeans, the colored people found here by Europeans, if that's the very definitions of a Native American, an indigenous and aboriginal American, how can the U.S. law tell us in Statute 67 that every person not a colored person having just 1/4 or more of American Indian blood shall be deemed an American Indian? You Indian, you got at least 1/4 Indian blood and you ain't black as fuck, you get on the list, boss. Except that members of Indian tribes, except the ones living on reservations. All this other shit go for you wild urban Indians that ain't on the reservation, the ones that's in the hoods, that's on the other kind of reserves. Yeah, you ain't on the list. You a Naga, you a nigga. Yeah, but the ones on the reserve though, like Po Cheese here, he'll be a colored person. He on the reserve, he on the list like Silas. But we still gonna call him African American. We gonna still call him out his name. We gonna still hijack him. See the games these folks playing? We gonna still call him what he ain't. He just an American Indian. He just a Naga, Native Naga. We gonna call him something else. Even if we put him on, even if he living on the reserve, and we put him on the Jackson, Florida, 1833 Native American census. Even if we put him there, we still gonna call this Naga something else. And we're gonna put asterisks, and we're gonna play games, and we're gonna do all of this to try to fool you niggas into thinking you from Africa. and hope
You
you stay
big dummy.
being a big dummy. But anywho, yeah, as long as you ain't a colored person, you get to be an Indian now. You get to play Indian. Who's an Indian? Who's a Negro? Why would you have to ask? This is one of our favorite reads over here, right? Salute. We always use it as a reference guide. Who's an Indian? Who's a Negro? Why would you have to ask? That's like asking who's Chinese and who's Japanese. I can understand why somebody would ask that. They look pretty similar. Salute. But it's like to say, who's nah, I ain't gonna even go there. I'm gonna keep it moving. Who's in there? Who's a Negro? Y'all get the picture. They look at they must. You got them confused, and we talking about the same. Who's an African American and who's a black? Who's a colored and who's a Negro? Who's a nigger and who's a Negro? Who's a mulatto or who's a Negro? Who's a non-white? You get the picture. You double talk. Who's an Indian? Who's a Negro? Hey, the same person. Who's an Indian? Who's a Negro? How does one decide a person's race? How do you decide? Ain't that such some big problem?
You big dummy.
Hey, that's a big old coinky thing. That's a big situation that the government can't even get themselves out of. They want to block me and censor me because I'm talking about it. Hey, y'all hit me up in the chat, man. Let me know it. Hey, JJ, peace to the tribe. JJ, salute. Hey, salute, Kyle. Hey, I take great pleasure in pointing out their fuckery and they double talk. All this legalese trying to fool the Naga. They got you Naga spent around 180 degrees. They got you looking across the ocean. They'll spin you around with all this double talking legalese and all that. They got who's the Indian, who's the Naga. How you decide? Just like in this other one we were just reading. All this double talk. Norfolk County, Virginia Indians in Norfolk County on the motion of Mr. Murdoch. All this old double talk. What they hit us with, they go back to it. This practice remained in force in Norfolk until 1850, in which time Indians were included on the register of free Negroes and mulattoes. And that the Committee for Courts of Justice be instructed to inquire into the expediency of authorizing the county. The Naga like, man, I don't know what he talking about. This is what I'm saying. This is what they did to our people way back then. Authorizing the county courts to grant certifications to the descendants of Indians and other persons of mixed blood who are not free Negroes. See, you had to be mixed. You had to be a mixed Indian. You had to be so mixed that you was almost white. You had to be lily white. You couldn't be looking colored at all. You say, no, that Indian's still too dark. Mix his ass out some more. You say you had to be a descendant of a mixed Indian. You couldn't be a full Indian. You couldn't be a free Negro, mulatto. In like manner, as certificates of freedom are granted to free Negroes and mulattoes. See, all this double talk, jibber jabber double dabble, and they trying to fool you, the whole time. Man, this shit be retarded, man. Spin you around like a pin the tail on the donkey, right? Pin the tail on the donkey, right? I remember that old goofy game when we were kids. Salute. Hey, all them games, but what's so crazy with how things is, Mike got a dig on pin the tail on the donkey. Who's the donkey? You know what I'm saying?
You big dummy.
There's probably some deeper meaning to that shit, for real. Pin the tail on the Naga, probably. Pin the tail on the nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, this shit be kind of crazy, man. You know, these free Nagas all over the place, from Florida to Virginia. Nagas on Indian rolls, Nagas on census, and they still trying to call you an African. Like, it ought to be, you know, when a person doing this much, going through this much trouble to try to make you African, you gotta wonder why. And then when a person go through this much trouble to say the Indian, to be called the Indian, you gotta be mixed out. You can't be, well, we ain't even called, you gotta have long straight hair, you gotta look like you came from Asia, or you ain't even getting called the Indian. You getting called a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shit. That's what it was. If y'all can't see the writing on the wall, and they keep telling you the minority when you in a larger number than you really understand. Yeah, all This mind control. Yeah, mind control. Population control, all of that, you know. Trying to keep you, they want to civilize you. They words, you civilize the whole world. They want to keep you sedated though. They want to subdue you. They want to keep you with the 180. Cause they don't want you fighting. They don't want the last thing they want the Naga to do is fight for his shit. Cause they know the last time the Nagas knew what time it was before they brainwashed the new generations of Nagas. Them motherfuckers was going to war with Nagas left and right. I'm talking about it was perpetual war. Them motherfuckers went in the back room. They said we gotta do something about this. You know what I'm saying? They said we gotta tell these Nagas they from Africa. You know what I'm saying? Salute, tell them it's the white man land. You know what I'm saying? That's why you hear Nagas in the hood talking about, man, you don't own that, and it's the white man neighborhood. You know, no Naga, no, it's the Most High earth that He put you here. It's yours. Salute. It's yours. Man, y'all hit that like button for me. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we got them lights up, man. You know, we got to get this message out here. We got to get people to understand where we coming from and where we came from. Understand where we coming from and where we came from. Like we were listening to that Negro national anthem, the Naga national anthem. Yeah, we had Ray Charles singing that thing. Ray Charles singing the Naga national anthem. That shit was lit. Ray Charles told y'all, nah, native land. Ray Charles said, nah, my Naga. That African shit, that African shit for the birds. Ray Charles said, nah, my Naga, right here.
The number of homicides in Jacksonville rose nearly 20.
Homicides in Jacksonville. Salute.
You big dummy.
Y'all start Naga on Naga. Y'all stop all that Naga on Naga. Salute. Yeah, but Ray Charles, back to what we talking about. Ray Charles told us. Ray Charles, goddamn it, told us.
All right.
On our native land, y'all hit that like.
I got something in my bones.
Okay.
Me wanna shout hallelujah.
Hallelujah, huh?
And I
Hebrew,
wanna
huh? Hallelujah, huh?
Sing on. Sing on.
That's that Ray, y'all.
Yeah. Lift every voice and sing. Tell her
Not the national anthem. Salute.
Ring with the harmony. Let us rejoice and rise high. Loud as the roaring sea.
You big dummy.
Sing a song full of the
I mean, we had to learn this back in the day in school.
Oh Lord, all right.
If you went to a predominantly black school, you had to learn this shit. To earth to heaven.
Let us march on till victory won. God of our weary years, God of
Tell 'em, Ray.
our silent tears,
That's real,
God
Ray.
who has brought us thus far, oh, long way. Thou who has by thy might led us to the light, keep us forever in the past we pray.
Hey, fair use YouTube.
Bless our feet straight from the places of God where we live.
My Lord, my God.
Bless our hearts drunk with the wine of the world we go
And Ray was putting that shit down.
May we forever stand true to our God and true to our native land.
Hey, one more time for the Nagas in the back that's still smoking.
And true to our God and true to our native land.
Who native land, Ray?
You big dummy.
Who native land, Ray? Our native land.
True to our God and true to our native land.
Man, you won't listen to your ancestors, you gonna listen to another motherfucker.
You big
I
dummy.
listen to my ancestors every time. Can't nobody else tell me nothing. Senegal, we say you can eat a dick. All my ancestors buried here. All of them. Hey, shout out to the Patreon. Salute to everybody. Salute to the whole tribe. Hey, I'm Blackjack. This house of masculinity. Respect my house. We let the doughnut hit your ass with a multi split your ass. Peace, we out.
Is one